RV Academy. In material cost control, already we discussed the various techniques of material control, that is called ABC analysis, level setting, just-in-time technique, economic order quantity, VED analysis, perpetual inventory system, physical verification of stock. All these are the various techniques through which we can have control over the material. That already we discussed. In that, the problem part also I discussed, that is maximum level, minimum level, reorder level, danger level, average stock level, etc. Today I will going to discuss the methods of pricing material issues. At what price the material should be issued to the various production departments and how to value the closing stock. In case of financial accountant, the financial accountant will value the closing stock either at cost price or market price, whichever is higher. Now according to IFSC standards, it should be under FIFO method. But in cost accounting, how to issue the materials to various production departments and how to price the materials and find out the closing stock. There are different methods. Among the different methods, I have taken only 4 methods because these 4 are the very important methods. First one is first in, first out. First in, first out, last in, first out, simple average method, weighted average method. Apart from this, there are so many other methods like base stock method, highest in, first out. All these are the other methods which I will not discuss because it is not there for your syllabus. These 4 methods are very popular methods to be discussed. So first in, first out means what? What material received first will be sent out first for the production department. At what price we received the material? The materials which is received at the earliest will be sent out first for the production. That is called first in, first out. It is also called as FIFO method. Popularly it is called as FIFO method. What materials received at the earliest will be sent out first for the production. Last in, first out. What material received at the end will be sent out first. Means we issue the materials from bottom to the top. In case of FIFO method, top to bottom. So materials are issued from top to bottom, and in case of LIFO method, bottom to top. First let me discuss these two by taking one problem, and then I will take simple average and weighted average method. See, let us take one problem. Just look at this problem. The following transactions occurred in the purchase and issue of materials in an organization during February 2019. 4 to 2019, 800 units, 24 rupees per unit. That is receipts. Quantity rate is given. 4 to 2019, 800 units, 24 per unit. 10 to 2019, 600 units, 23 rupees per unit. 18 to 2019, 400 units, 24 per unit. 20 to 10 2019, 400 units, 23.50 per unit. Issues, quantity is given. 5 to 2019, 1000 units. 12 to 2019, 800 units. 25 to 2019, 1000 units. The stock on 1 to 2019 was 800 units at 25 per unit. Prepare the store's ledger account under FIFO and LIFO method. First I will work out under FIFO method. Before that, once again I will repeat. FIFO method, the materials are issued from the top to bottom. Means whatever stock we received at the earliest will be sent out first for the production process. Now just look at this answer. First we have to take the opening stock. It is given in the adjustment. Last part, stock on 1 to 2019. Opening stock, straight away if opening stock is given, go to balance column and write 800 units, 25 per unit, it comes to 20,000. 800 into 25, 20,000 units. Again on 4 to 2019, purchases made 800 units at the rate of 24 per unit, 19,200. 800 into 24, 19,200. Now go to the balance column. Carefully listen. Whenever you are writing the balance, before it is issued or when it is purchased, we have to take this first. First we should carry forward this balance 800 and 25, 20,000. Then new purchases. Purchase means it will be added to the stock. Issues means it will be deducted. So 800 units at the rate of 25. First I carried forward the balance, then I took the new stock 800 into 24. Remember, if the prices are same, you can add up. Suppose if it is 25 rupees, we could have written 1600 at the rate of 25 directly. Since the prices are different, we have to write separately. Carry forward 800 into 25 and 800 into 24. These are the stock. Next, on 5th, issued. Issued how many units? 1000 units. Before issues. Whenever we are issuing, we have to be very careful. Before issue, we have to see the stock here. Under FIFO method, we issue materials from top to bottom. First we issue from this, then we issue from the next stock. First we have 800 units at the rate of 25. First we have to take this 800 units at the rate of 25. Out of 1000 units, 800 is issued from the stock and remaining 200 we have to issue from this. 200 units at the rate of 24, 4800. Now what will be the balance? This has been completely issued. That stock is completely exhausted. Out of 800, 200 units is issued, remaining 600 at the rate of 24. So 600 into 24, 14400, or you can say 19200 minus 4800, 14400. Anyhow you can calculate. Next again on 10, we have purchases. 600 units at the rate of 23 rupees per unit, it comes to 13,800. When you are writing the balance, as I said, every time you have to carry the balance. First you carry this balance, 600 units into 24, 14400. Carried forward the balance. Then the new stock is entered here, 600 units at the rate of 23 per unit, 13,800. On 12 to 2019, 800 units were issued. Before issue, we have to see here if there is sufficient stock here. If suppose say 1000 units at the rate of 24 is there, means we could have issued from this. There is no sufficient stock here. 600 units at the rate of 24. First I will issue from that. 600 into 24, 14400. Remaining 200 I will issue at this rate. 200 into 23. First I will issue 600 units at this rate and remaining 200 units at this rate, 23 rupees, 4600. Now when you are writing the balance, this completely exhausted. Out of 600, 200 minus 400 units at the rate of 23, 9200. Again on 18, purchases made 400 units at the rate of 24 per unit, it comes to 9600. While writing the balance, first I will carry forward the balance here, 400 at the rate of 23, the previous stock plus new stock purchased, 400 at the rate of 24, 9600. Now on 22nd, again we have purchased 400 units at the rate of 23.50 per unit, it comes to 9400. First I will take these two balances here. I will carry forward these balances. 400 units at the rate of 23, 9200, 400 units at the rate of 24, 9600, and new stock purchases 400 units at the rate of 23.50, 9400. On 25th, there was an issue of 1000 units. See, here we have to issue 1000 units. First I will issue 400 units at this rate, 23 rupees, 400 into 23. Next 400 I will issue at this rate, 24, and remaining out of 1000, 800 is issued, one at the rate of 23, the other one at the rate of 24. The remaining 200 I will issue from this, 400 minus 200, 200 units, 23.50, 4700. The balance is, out of these two stocks is got exhausted. Out of 400, 200 is already issued, remaining 200. 200 into 23.40, 4700. Now the closing stock left out as on the end of February, that is 28th February, 200 units at the rate of 23.50, 4700. So here it is very clearly I explained the materials whenever we are issuing. This part is very important. When we are issuing the materials, we have to issue from top to bottom in case of FIFO method. From top to bottom, the material which is received at the earliest will be sent out first and later the remaining balances should be carried. Now same problem I will work out under LIFO method. In case of FIFO method, the materials are issued from top to bottom. Under LIFO method, we issue the materials from bottom to top. See, you can take here 1st of February opening stock 800 units at the rate of 20,000. On 4th purchases, whenever purchases made, it does not make any problem for us. 800 into 24, 19,200. But while writing the balance, first you take the opening balance, that is carry forward this balance 800 into 25 and new purchases 800 into 24, 19,200. On 5th, there is an issue of 1,000 units. In case of FIFO method, we issued materials from top to bottom. In case of LIFO method, we have to issue materials from bottom to top. That means first we have to issue from this 800 units at the rate of 24. Carefully observe. 800 into 24 bottom to top. So first I will issue 800 at the rate of 24, 19,200. Remaining 200 I will issue from this 200 into 25, 5,000. Now what will be the balance? This is completely exhausted. Out of this 800, 600 is left out at the rate of 25, 15,000 rupees. Now on 10th purchases 600 units, 23 rupees, 13,800. First I will carry forward this balance 600 into 25, 15,000. Then new stock 600 into 23, 13,800. On 12th there is an issue of 800 units. Again from bottom to top. 600 units I will issue at the rate of 23. First I will issue from this. Always whenever you are issuing the materials, just look at the balance column and write this part. 600 units I will issue at the rate of 23, 13,800. Remaining 200 units I will issue from this. 200 at the rate of 25, 5,000 rupees. What is the balance now? Out of this, completely 600 units got exhausted. Out of the 600, 400 is left. 400 into 25, 10,000 rupees. 18th of February, we made a purchases of 400 units at the rate of 24, 9,600. First I will carry this balance 400 into 25, 10,000. New purchases I will write below this 400 into 24, 9,600. Again on 22nd, we made a purchases of 400 units at the rate of 23.50, 9,400. First I will take these two. I will carry forward these two balances here. 400 at the rate of 25, 400 at the rate of 24 and new stock 400 at the rate of 23.50. On 25th, there is an issue of 1,000 units. Bottom to top. 400 at the rate of 23.50. Then 400 at the rate of 24 rupees. Remaining 200 units I will issue from this. 200 at the rate of 25. Totally 1,000 units are issued. 400 plus 400 plus 200, 1,000. So 400 got issued, 400 got issued. 400 issued at the rate of 23.50. 400 at the rate of 24. 200 at the rate of 25 rupees, 10,000. Now totally this has been issued. This is completely got exhausted. Out of this 400, 200 units left out at the rate of 25, 5,000. Now the closing stock as on 28th of February, 200 units at the rate of 25, 5,000. In case of FIFO method, we got 4,700. In case of LIFO method, we got 5,000 rupees as a closing stock. Similarly, you work out all the other problems. There may be certain peculiar adjustments like return from stores. When returned from stores, we have to take it as an receipt. It is received from the store. Some stock they will take from the stores department to the production department. Excessive stock they will return to the stores back. That you take it as a receipt. What date it is returned and what stock they returned on which date it was issued is given means on that date what price is given, you have to take that price. Suppose if the price is given, you just multiply and write. In case there is a physical stock verification and found certain shortage. Shortage means we have to consider that as an issue. In case of FIFO, issue from the top. In case of LIFO, from the bottom. So these two, some peculiar adjustments. Apart from that, nothing else in the FIFO and LIFO method. In my next video, I'll work out simple and weighted average method. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe my video.